All right, everybody, we're gonna get ready in just a second. We've got a couple seats around. A couple seats. We've got a couple up front in the corner here. A couple aisles there. The singular seats are all about. It's very toasty in this room. I get it. You don't want to sit next to anybody. It's very warm. Hello. Let me switch sections here. You guys are nowhere. Hi guys, welcome to Seasons of Stardew, a year in Pelican Town. I am Kitty Cat Cosplay, and this is Kova. That's Kova. And we did this panel last year here at Zen. Show of hands if you were at the panel last year. Love that. Love that we have new people. Love that we have people that came back. It is mostly the same as last year's panel with a couple tweaks here and there, but for the most part, the information is pretty much the same. Yeah, so okay, we're gonna get started. Whew, it's toasty. So, yeah, okay. If you have never played this game before, respectfully throw it away. As a person who played this before I knew any of the stuff I'm about to tell all of you, I really think that people should just blindly play this until you get to Grandpa's evaluation in spring year 3. You learn more things that way, in my opinion, of like the little nuances here and there, rather than if you looked things up or knew things ahead of time. Like I mean, there's still so much I did not even know by that time, and even now I'm still learning things about the game. But like, I really recommend you just do a blind playthrough for a while.
I'll admit it, my first playthrough, I literally didn't pay any attention to the fact that the community center existed. And I was just like, I got all these help wanted posters, I'm talking to people in the town,
like
I'm planting, I'm selling crops, like I'm doing it right.
Busy.
And then I'm like, wait, there's way more that I totally missed.
There's a main quest? Get out of here. Side quest all day. All right.
So as we go through the slides, we'll pause on a couple of these slides throughout. And basically this is one of the farms that you get to pick. And so we have some little blue chickens up here. And so what we'll do is just a raise your hands type of a thing, and then we'll just call out kind of who we see first. And then if you know the name of the farm that's on the screen. So that is correct. So if you want to come up, or if you want to come up after.
After, yeah. We've got panel ribbons, we've got some blue chickens. There's, you know, plenty in here. All right.
So and also as we go through kind of this just structure for the presentation, we'll have season slides. So we'll go through each of the 4 seasons for the first year in Pelican Town. We'll walk through the crops, the forageables, the fishing, the buildings that you should be building at different times.
Our recommendation, at least.
Our recommendation.
Yeah.
And then the events and other activities. And then the other piece that Kitty Cat will be talking to is kind of the game dynamics and relationship buildings, community center completion, Grandpa's evaluation and the point system.
Yes.
And then her favorite part, the completionism.
So the one thing we're going to do with all the season slides, like we said, is we're going to go kind of through these different approaches to year 1. Once you've played a little while and you just kind of want to either be better, be more efficient, which is like the purpose of the panel, there's a couple different ways to approach year 1. You can strictly just try to do your best to do Grandpa's evaluation. You can just try to focus, like my big thing is trying to get the community center done as early as possible. I think somewhere in late fall was like the earliest I've ever gotten it done for year 1, and that is just, we'll talk more about that in the future. Relationship building, if you wanted to focus on that more, and then obviously completionism, which is like trying to do everything all at once.
I think the big point that we try to make here is that there's no wrong way to do year 1. There's a whole bunch of different facets of the game to become familiar with and try to figure out your way through. So figure out what your goal is, and then work your way through that way.
Yeah, everybody has a way they like to play games, and the good thing about Stardew Valley is kind of you've got a little open world aspect almost to kind of figure out how you want to do it.
Show of hand. Yeah.
Beach.
Yep.
Beach farm.
Perfect.
Hate this farm so much.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. Do you see the small patch of grass there? It's the only place
Do you
I
see
can
all the
put
place for my
a
pigs?
sprinkler. Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing. Is that again, you can take these different approaches based on how you want to play the game. I'm really big on farming and leaving my crops there to like live their life while I go into the mines or go fish. So we're gonna go through some of the basics of game setup. As you get your game started, you pick your name your farm, your favorite thing. That has to do with the people, if you got your badge ribbon, you will learn about star drop and, other little Easter eggs throughout the game. So your favorite thing is important. Your pet is important. You pet your pet once a day. My thing is that I never remember it in the morning, and the pet's almost always in my bed as I'm going to bed. So I pet the pet, go to bed, call it a day. It's really important once you reach that maxed out level with your pet. Once you reach at least 5 hearts with your pet, you get a point towards Grandpa's evaluation. And once you're totally maxed out on hearts with your pet, you actually, they'll occasionally leave you like fish or other things. Like they'll drop you stuff when you pet them, which can be very good. We've got the different farm types to choose from, and we've got, what each is kind of ideal for. In my opinion, the best one is Meadowlands. And I will talk about that a little later. I think that it's probably the best farm we've got. I hated the beach farm. My second favorite is Four Corners, just because I am very OCD. So like every section gets its own purpose, and then everything stays nice and neat and organized. There's a couple different advanced options. Obviously, if you're doing your first playthrough, you might not touch on these a bit, but for people who kind of want to get more efficient with playing, I typically do the remixed bundles and the remixed rewards. Occasionally, it's a really easy way to avoid having to finish the bus to get to the desert faster, because a lot of times, like in the standard bundle, you have to get the sandfish or iridium ore, and that's like makes you put more pressure on having to finish the vault first. And so occasionally you can get some of the remixed bundles just have better options, and you don't need to go to the desert. The mine rewards I've done remixed. Again, like I say here, a lot of the chests are just boots, and like, yeah, they have buffs, but I'd rather get better weapons. If you're a seasoned player and you want more of a challenge, the profit margin options, it essentially just makes everything cheaper. Inflation hits real hard. And then obviously you can try to do a co-op with friends. We have a co-op that every once in a while we decide to play on. Not often enough though. Next one.
Wait for. Oh, sorry.
Wait. I'm so sorry.
Hold on.
Sorry.
All right. On co-op, just shout it out. Like, do people know how to like pause in co-op? Because it's like a little bit odd.
You both pause at the same time.
No,
it doesn't work on PC.
there's only one way.
Slash
/
pause in the chat
Only
window.
on PC.
Yeah, only on PC.
And it has to be the person who is hosting the game. So co-op also kind of makes things more challenging because you don't have the option to pause and reorganize your stuff. Or if you're in the mines and you're dying.
When someone's OCD and wants to organize a whole bunch,
Yeah.
I'm like still playing.
Yeah. Or like he's dying in the mines and
That's true,
I'm
too.
like, get it together, eat some food, but we can't pause to eat. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a little more difficult.
But you can also, in co-op, what's really cool is one person can take a nap and regen their energy.
Yes, that is a good thing. It's just, he needs to work. We don't have time for him to take a nap.
All right, I know we did this one 5 times. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Standard farm. So beautiful.
All right, so spring year 1, we're getting into crops here. I'm not gonna, read off everything as we go through here, but we do have our little did you knows.
Yeah, I added those this year.
So if you do 3x3 of the same crop, you have a chance of getting a giant crop, like you can see in the background. We have the giant cauliflower here.
Has to be fully grown, has to be 3x3. I've accidentally picked one so many times, and then I restart my day.
Forageables, again, kind of did you know, so improving your foraging skills, you could do craft wild seeds, which is helpful for making sure that you can always find leeks and horseradishes.
Yes.
Horseradishes.
Horseradishes. The good thing about the wild seeds is that you sacrifice one of each thing, but you get 10 wild seeds in return.
What value comes out of the 3x3s? I've never gotten one.
Honestly, it's an aesthetic thing.
Oh, it's just aesthetic.
I mean, realistically, you can, when you break down the giant crop, it gives you a boatload more at once. Like, it's not like you're just harvesting one. But like, my thing with my OCD brain and trying to challenge myself, I will try to get a giant crop each season in year one and have them like lined up and pretty for decoration. Fishing. Real big fishes around here. Good job, guys.
Everyone likes fish.
I'm dressed as Willie. I have to be the fish.
You have to be, yes.
So since this is representing year one, what we don't have on here is the legendary fish for spring, because you cannot catch it until
It's
year
got
2.
really.
I would argue that. That's what I was gonna say. It's like I can get level 10 fishing in the first 2 weeks.
If you do
That's pretty
literally
impressive.
nothing else, if you abandon all hope of anything else in
No, I
life,
fully agree with you. I'm just saying, it's like I
you
definitely catch my
can.
legend.
it's just, and for a person who's maybe doing their first and second playthrough, you're not gonna, that is not where you're gonna
The
go.
legend bro is so good though.
Yes, the legend, I mean, literally, I get my fish done by spring of year 2, as soon as I get the legend. I have everything else. And then obviously Ginger Island, but that's separate as well. Buildings. Yeah, buildings. So like I said, the Meadowlands farm is the GOAT of farms because you already get something so expensive and 2 chickens with it. So like, obviously, I would recommend in spring at least build a coop or a barn. If you've chosen the Meadowlands farm, it makes that choice easier because you already have one. You can maybe focus on other things. A silo. A silo is probably the most important thing you will build in spring because my very first time I played, I, with my OCD brain, cleared my farm. No grass. No nothing. And then all of a sudden I had to feed these animals and I didn't know how. And I had to go pay Marnie a lot of money, okay? Because I didn't know about the recipe either. And then the beach bridge is something good to get done in spring year 1. It's, it's some wood. You're gonna cut that down anyway, clearing your farm. And it opens, the beach forageables area a little more as well.
Yeah, spring year 1 events. So getting your pet, you unlock your pet on the first sunny Wednesday after earning your first 1,000 gold. And then unlocking the cave is going to happen when you reach 25,000 gold. Outside of that, you have your egg festival, your salmonberry season is happening during spring, and then you also have the interesting flower dance.
Which honestly you could skip in spring because nobody's gonna dance with you.
I believe you can get Haley.
You could get shade. Again, these are things that are possible in small circumstances where that's what you're focusing on, and you're gonna abandon all the. I don't remember to give people gifts in the spring. Okay. If I remember anybody, it's like the people who were at the bar at the end of the day because they're always there. Fridays are the best gift days. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to get Shane, all you have to do is talk to him a couple times, give him a beer on his birthday, and then he's at 2 Hearts, and you ask him, and he's so shocked with his low self-esteem. He's like, "You want a chance with me? I'm sorry, I'm a Shane apologist. I adore him."
Listen, when I learned that he was the easiest one to romance, I had never romanced any of them. I never did any marriages, and I was like, all right, we're just gonna go for the easy one first. With a caveat with the cave is I'm gonna say that the fruit bat cave is superior to the mushrooms because fruit trees. Yes, thank you.
The single dehydrator is not worth it.
Fruit trees are too expensive and take too long to grow. Your bats will what you need eventually.
Greenhouse. All you need is an apple tree.
Exactly. We will get to that, don't you worry. And then my
She
kids,
dreams about
I
greenhouses.
dream about the greenhouse. Also, an important note, by the end of spring, you've probably donated enough to the community center that you've unlocked all of the different rooms, and you have the ability to see all of the bundles that you need to complete. This is important if you're someone who's focusing on completionism or getting your community center done as soon as possible, because then you can kind of plan ahead.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay, you do it.
So other activities in spring one is just paying attention, purchasing your large pack. You always want to have more room for stuff to carry around and take with you. And then also just making sure that you're actually taking advantage of doing some of your tool upgrades.
When you can.
When you can. So you should be at least trying to upgrade to some bronze level stuff here in spring. As well, you talk about the skills.
I do. Yeah, I mean, it's good to just keep an eye. Sometimes I don't ever look. Like, I think the first couple times I played, I really never looked at the screen. That's up there. I say Amalachi. But it's good to know where your strengths and weaknesses are. When we did our co-op, he did all the fishing and all the foraging, and I did all the mining and all the combat. And now we are in like year 2, and we have to flip-flop and try to finish the other, and it feels a lot more difficult when you're that deep into it to be like, okay, I have to go pick up everything off the floor. Obviously, the general story quest you'll hit, like the super duper fun one. Let me tell you, do not give this man his shorts back. Save them
My sister
and
uses
put
them
them
as a
in
picture.
the storage down there.
None
No,
of it.
no, no.
However, you can only get
You put them in the fair, yes.
you can only get second in the fair though. I want first.
Then you just gamble your money.
Save them for year 2.
Put it on green.
Okay, that's fair.
Save them for year 2. Glitch them and have 1,000,000 of them.
Oh yeah, no.
Go
you
to the basement.
Go to the basement.
So just here's the birthdays to pay attention to in spring, and as well making sure that you know the gifts to kind of hold on to that are, you get in spring. So George always likes his or loves his leeks. Sandy, who you will eventually meet, daffodils, and then the wild horseradish, also someone who you will eventually meet, Grogu.
There are 2 things on this calendar that don't belong in spring year 1. The first is Ken. His birthday.
We don't know him.
You don't meet
We don't
him.
know him.
We don't know him.
He doesn't have a birthday.
He's not here. And then the second is the 15th, 16th, and 17th. You don't get that in spring year 1. You'll get that in year 2 with the 1.6 update. So just be patient. It is the it's the desert. So you can't get there.
That's right.
Unless, I mean, again,
Unless you're a JoJo sellout. and
if you're
crazy.
really grinding and you really, really want to, but then go for it. Yes.
Don't speak of JoJo here.
If this is year 2 on 1.6, how is the Calico further, but there's no bookseller dates?
You know, that's a great question. I just pulled this off of the wiki.
That's
So
the-
like,
Because it alternates, so
flag.
it's not gonna be
you know,
the
the
same
flags
for
are the
any
festivals.
Those are the best. Yeah, it's the.
Typically the bookseller is his little hot air balloon guy. So you know what? I will look into that and ask concerned Dave myself, okay?
Don't worry.
No, it's because it changes for every individual person, so you're never going to see the bookseller on the
There we
wiki.
go, there's the answer. I didn't have it.
I was literally playing it religiously before I came to the con.
Alright, the most important thing, in my opinion, community center. These are our standard bundles for spring year 1. These are the things that you can get in spring to donate. Yeah, please. I will pause on some of these slides for you guys to be able to take photos if you want, or as an alternative, anybody who would like the full slideshow, like at the end, I will, my Instagram and my, I think, Twitch channel will be up at the end. I don't even stream, so I don't know how to put that there. My Instagram is the important one. And you can reach out, and I have no problem like sending a link for this.
But these are also the slides, in my opinion, the community center ones that you'll see with the bundles.
Yes.
If you have feedback, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how to present these 2 slides.
There's so much information. So then this is your options for remix bundles. There's some of the different things that you can get that, so the rare crops bundle, sometimes that's better because you can find an ancient fruit a lot of times in spring year one, digging up all your stuff, and then I don't have to get gold everything. Sometimes it's just easier. I like these. I like these a lot better. Like specialty fish is the one with the sandfish in it, and so if I can get the quality fish, which as a fellow fishing enthusiast in this room, gold quality largemouth bass, easy peasy, right? Should get that like week 2. So much easier than having to fill the vault and go to the desert.
So Grandpa's evaluation in spring year 1, the kind of first milestones that you could be focusing on to get one of your first points is that total earnings of 50G or 30 cumulative skill levels. So that's across all the different skills. That's not just one, obviously. And then also just to kind of have in your mind for Grandpa's evaluation, there's 21 total points available, and you need a minimum of 12 to get all 4 candles when you get to Grandpa's evaluation.
Yeah, so we'll go through a couple different things with the grandpas of like what the different points are. Completionism. Okay, so for this one, I will show you, I started a new save on my Switch 2 after I bought it, and I have my progress as of summer 1, 6 a.m. Just to kind of see, you know, where you can start. So this is my cat Mau Mau, and her feather farmer, she really likes feathers. So, you know, I got 15G, you know, almost 15.5, right? Very little amount of extra things there. My skills, I didn't get 30. I probably could have grinded a little more. I probably got lost sometimes. My house, not really upgraded at all. Level 40 in the mines. Personally, I try to do between 30 and 40 levels a season in year 1 to get to bottom. Right? I've only gotten the one thing, which is the thing to, you know, see the Junimo, to read the Junimo stuff. Right? So many things to get. Spring, year 1, it's a lot of learning and a lot of, you know, getting stuff set up for the future. This is what I've shipped. So when I say you gotta ship one of everything, yeah, you really do need to ship a piece of coal. You don't want to, you wanna hoard all your resources. You need to ship a copper ore. It's not fun. I definitely never wanna ship my iridium ore. They're just so hard to get, right? But I mean, if you got one, just put it in the box. Put it in the box. Right? These are the fish I've gotten so far.
According to the room, pretty weak
Yeah,
fishing.
I split my skills equally, okay? Didn't you see that? They were almost equal, okay? I found some pretty good artifacts. Obviously, like I said, the ancient seed. For whatever reason, in the recent games I've been playing, I can't find any of the ancient dolls, but then when I don't need them, they show up everywhere.
One question about the ancient seed.
Yes.
Are you supposed to save that, plant it, and put it in the seed maker before you donate it? Or does
No,
it give
you
it back?
you want to donate the ancient seed because it actually gives you the
recipe
ancient,
for ancient
yes.
seed.
You
Okay,
want the
perfect.
recipe, yes.
I forget if you can keep that or if it gives you a recipe.
You need the recipe.
Okay.
Absolutely donate your first one.
It's not like the dinosaur.
My minerals.
Right, yeah.
I got lucky with the diamond. Don't ask me how or when, I don't remember. One of the new things in 1.6 was the bookseller. I think it's really fun. Obviously, like I said, when we were doing the co-op, some of the things are a little harder to work on if he's focusing on fishing and I'm in the mines. They've got the skill books, which will, you know, give you some experience in all the different things. There's a couple ones that actually give you, like, you know, experience in everything. And then there's different powers you can get. So there's a lot of different ones. A lot of them cost money. Some that you can find just, you know, wandering around. One of the ones that I found very important was the Queen of Sauce cookbook. Unfortunately, I didn't realize what it was until I bought it, and it was like, you just paid all this money, right? $50,000, right? Okay, and it goes, you knew all these recipes. Oh. I was like, great, that's so lovely. The price catalog is fun. Also, a hint, the price catalog, if you buy extras, Pierre likes it. Don't ask me why, he's weird.
Top 4
Because
stack,
money
or is it
hungry.
just like one and that's
You could buy a bajillion of any of them,
Okay.
really.
And
Like
they'll each
the
get, like,
ones you,
flat
and
out
yeah, and you'll find
like-
them, yes, but they're pretty pricey, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily recommend them unless like you're terrible at
I've got a
combat.
10 in foraging, and
Yeah.
I can't seem to stop finding them. Like, I don't know what to
Save
do.
them. Save your
Trade them in.
extra books. Trade them in for things. Yeah.
I like the speed upgrades.
Speed upgrades with it too.
It's the river, right?
Riverland.
We were going through these and making notes, and he goes, "This is the standard form, right?" I was like, "No,
That's a
that's
lot
really
of
not.
water.
That's too much water. Too much water."
Needs more water.
All right,
Needs
summer.
more water. All right, so yeah, summer crops. Again, not going to go through all of them, but there are a few of them that are starred there in the list, and that is because those are ones that grow across seasons. So there are a few that grow in summer and fall. So just a nice little thing, because as the seasons transition, you're not going to lose those if you're growing them or if you've just started them.
Yeah, so if you want to keep your tilled soil, if you put down really good fertilizers in that soil and you want to keep it, realistically, wheat is probably the best, just because it's got a really like short cycle, growth cycle, so you can plant it. If you're done with everything else, you just plant it at like the very end and then wait to harvest it until the first day, and then all your soil is ready to go.
Pretty small list of forageables.
Yeah.
Making sure that you're saving the rainbow shell.
Save the rainbow shell. Don't ask any questions. Thank me later.
And so in fishing, summer there's a bajillion, and you also have second chance for some of the ones that were available in spring. And again, now you're having the legendary come in, with the crimson fish being the legendary for summer.
Yeah, he's okay. Buildings. So, if you've chosen the Meadowlands farm, and you built your barn in spring, year one, upgrade something. Upgrade based on your bundles. Upgrade based on your traveling cart finds. Fish ponds, so important, so slept on. I slept on fish ponds for so long until I started the completionism hunt, and I needed things for cooking. Yes.
You're a coop enthusiast. I was wondering if you could help me with this. Upgrading my coop, I wanted the incubator,
Yeah.
and I went to Robin and I bought it and I upgraded it. No incubator. I've gone back and tried to like move it, buy it again, place it down. I can't get my.
I thought it just comes automatically with the last upgrade with the deluxe.
Yeah, I buy it and it doesn't. I don't.
You
know.
got glitched then.
I
It's
think
glitched.
it's bugged. Yeah.
You got a bug save there.
Glitch at all?
You got a bug save.
It's so sad.
I
Yeah.
have a glitch with my slime incubator, so I feel you.
I don't slime.
Dinosaur egg and
I
everything.
don't
I only
fun
slime when I
slime.
marry Sebastian to make him happy.
Nope, can't do it. I also recommend, if you manage to have the resources, like maybe in my recent save, I really didn't need anything with the barn necessarily, except maybe milk, I think, at one point. But if you have the resources, start working on your house upgrades. You want the kitchen for the cooking potential, and maybe you really want the children that you can get rid of eventually as well. The important thing is to build up so you can eventually get your cellar. But we're so far off of that. So far off of that.
Yeah, so in summer, year one, you've got your events. So there are just extra forageables on the beach. You have in the 1.6 update, Green Rain. You also have the Luau to Trout Derby then. And arguably, like, I think the coolest one, Dance of the Moonlight Jellies.
Yeah.
I tried crudely to add in
There's no
the
good
rare
picture of
green
that.
jelly, but like, there's not very good
skip it,
pictures.
So I couldn't get a screenshot.
But you skipped the moonlight jellies?
I do. I've seen it enough times. I'm sorry.
Nothing. I can't
I've seen
imagine.
it get to fall.
It's just so funny because I feel
Also,
like everyone
it's
goes to moonlight jellies even if you have nothing to
that.
buy.
It has really pretty music.
It has the best music in the
And you know what? I have YouTube.
You're so
I got
valid.
it.
I just never met anyone that's like, yeah, I'll skip the jellies.
Also, eventually, you could just get the jukebox and just have jellies all the time.
Oh yeah, yes.
Right. You never thought of that, really?
So in terms of purchases, again, upgrading that backpack to the deluxe pack, so you can just max out what you can carry there. As well, we kind of both agree, and we'll see what the room thinks. Don't buy any fishing rod.
No
Like,
fishing
wait until you can buy the iridium rod and just go straight to that.
Don't even bother with any in-between ones. Use your training rod until it dies, and then when you have it's either 7,200 or 7,500, buy that
75.
iridium rod. So fast.
Unless your friends with medium, like, you gives you a slight discount.
That's true.
If you're good enough.
There's that, but like, for real, just don't bother with any of the ones. Yes.
For optimal execution, we use the training runs and use the fiberglass and use that to get perfect catches so you can get more XP.
I just get perfect catches.
Or you get to the other side of the beach, get your sea urchin, get your bait maker, and then you're getting largemouth bass all the time.
Listen, there are ways to do this.
Also with the fiberglass rods,
There's no wrong way to play.
attaching bait to it to try and get gold star sturgeons to then get the best score at the luau, because the gold star sturgeon
Yeah,
gives
yeah.
you the best score there.
There's many ways to play this game. But still, don't forget to be checked again, depending on what you're trying to do.
You need to optimize this
For
super cash.
being efficient in year one, check your screens, check your skill screens. Like, have you not touched any of your tools? Like, just be checking things. Just check things. Yeah.
Birthdays
So
again.
many things.
So many things to make sure that you're kind of collecting and hoarding to be able to give gifts to everybody. Lots and lots of things in summer to collect out.
Yes. More community center slides. Again, I will pause for a minute, not a minute, that's too many minutes. Like, 10, 15 seconds if somebody wants to take a picture. There's so many things. Summer is really big. Summer and fall are very big. Summer, I think, is the biggest. There's just so much opportunity. You're kind of, got your rhythm going. There's a lot of stuff to do. These are the remixed bundles. Children's bundle's nice because ice cream you can just buy. You don't need to make it. You can just buy it.
Is the fish farmers bundle any row, or does it have to be like the generic?
It's just row.
Oh.
Just row. Any row. Yeah. Any row. It's really, really nice.
Bundle's also nice because you don't have to get the red cabbage.
Exactly. We don't want the stupid cabbage. Yes.
If you have a horse, you can put your horse behind the ice cream.
Horse costs money. I need to make.
I said if.
I need to upgrade other things. We got other priorities. We're gonna do one more comment, and then we're gonna need to just keep it going, guys. We'll be here for conversations after. I promise. Yes. Yes, at the little ice cream stand from Alex. You what? Sorry.
If you've already married like Alex, he doesn't go there anymore. I think is what they're
It's
asking.
year one. You've already married somebody in year one. I'm not there. It's summer year one. I don't even know if I have anybody that.
Ken glitched it and put
Like-
horse or slide there. And then they'll sell it for you.
Goodness gracious. Goodness. I don't have an answer for that because I don't typically marry anybody. I get them all to 10 and then I room with Provis. So,
All right, so in terms of Grandpa's valuation, 8 hearts, 5 villagers will get you a point, and then as well, if you're grinding through 100,000 will be your next closest there for that. You want to talk about birthdays?
birthdays. No.
Okay.
I want to talk about completionism. Relationships are very important for completionism and such. Just don't focus on one group. And yes, I know this group has slightly changed. If you have seen Concerned Apes' announcement for 1.7. And yes, we're very happy about one of them. And yes, we're very disappointed in the other. We don't need to hash it out. I think it's gonna not. I think nobody's gonna.
It's getting a rework.
I don't want to fix it.
I'm getting it. I will also say that in terms of the relationships, your help wanted poster is going to be really important, and just in completionism as well, because the prize tickets, you can get some really good things from the prize tickets, like the Star Drop Tea, which is really good for building friendships and relationships and such. But you can also get trees, fruit trees, big old fruit trees for free. Thank you. Green rain. I love the green rain. There appears to be some kind of anomalous reading. I don't know what this means. So green rain is fun. It takes over the town for a day. In year one, you can't do any gifting on the green rain day. So even though everybody is congregated in like basically the same place, it's not helpful. These are the different tree varieties that'll sprout. I only think that the bottom one is important. You get the fiddlehead ferns from them. You can put tappers on those trees. They're super cool. And then the little seed is the little mossy seed to build, to grow your trees. I like them. It's a really good time to get fiber. It's a really good time, like I said, fiddlehead fern. If you haven't upgraded your axe enough to get into the secret woods and you need a fiddlehead fern, like, perfect timing. Perfect. Use the chair.
The chair.
Yes, guys, we pretend you have not played this game that much.
There's also some farms that don't come with a chair. Meadowlands is one of them.
Listen,
You can buy a chair
Meadowlands
from
is
Robin's.
closed still.
No, it's about that.
Next farm.
In the back
Wilderness Farm. Does anybody prefer this farm?
is not correct.
Not
No.
correct. That's you're right.
I'm right. I know.
I know. Next.
You already. Did you want to? You had your.
Oh no, I was just saying that I like the wilderness farm.
So this is
Or
not the
not the
wilderness.
wilderness, forest.
Forest.
Forest. This is the forest farm. Sorry. Yeah. Does anybody prefer this farm over the other one?
I'm too lazy to go to the secret woods for hardwood.
That's fair. That's fair. I just get like one seed and then I farm them.
Fall crops. Lots and lots of crops in the fall. And then why do we have the star on the sweet berry or sweet gemberry?
It's important. It's very important.
Why
The
is
sweet
it important?
gemberry
Why is it important?
for master cannoli.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Just yeah. Go buy a rare seed at some point from a traveling cart. It can be in the spring. It can be in summer. It should be by fall date 1, and like maybe a little later if you've got like the speed grow and you're a little lucky there. But definitely get you a rare seed.
Forageables.
Those are them.
All right, fishing. Again, fishing, you get a lot of second chances across the different seasons for the fish. And so in the fall, you have the anglerfish, which is the legendary for the season.
Buildings. At this point, if you've upgraded some stuff enough, if you've gotten lucky with some things in the mines, or maybe from the traveling cart and you found some cloth, get a mill. It'll be worth it down the line. It's just another option, but we're always still just thinking of the greenhouse. Always thinking of the greenhouse. If fall, you should be able to get greenhouse in time for winter. If you're playing efficiently. Fall events.
So fall events, you have blackberry season going on. You have the Stardew Valley Fair.
See my question mark?
You have Spirits Eve, which just as an FYI, the golden pumpkin that you get from doing the maze at Spirits Eve is a universally loved gift by everybody.
Important.
So pretty important to grab that.
They also changed the maze in the middle of the day.
Yes. It's got a shortcut to get out.
I know.
So nice. Other activities. Again, I mean, a lot of these are just reiterating the same things, but a lot of a lot of times when I'm playing, especially in the beginning when I didn't know as much as I do now, like I forget the simple things like upgrading my tools. Very important.
Birthdays again, not as many items to collect, but there are some that are good for multiple people, like a pumpkin.
Community center standard bundles. A lot of these focus more on the things you have to do like outside of your normal, like getting the upgrades to your buildings or getting other places that require upgrading your tools. These are the remix bundle things. Again, sweet gemberry, but again, by now you probably have gotten an ancient fruit seed. So sweet gemberry might be important if you really haven't gotten it yet.
For Grandpa's valuation, 8 hearts with 10 villagers at this point should be possible as well. Total earnings approaching 200,000. Level 10 in all skills possible. And then you have the Rusty Key and the Skull Key for both donating 60 items to the museum for the Rusty Key and then getting to the bottom of the mines for the Skull Key.
Okay, I know this says fall year one, but I have my end of summer year one on the same save from that we looked at the end of spring. So don't be confused. I forgot to take fall screenshots. Okay, so I've gotten things upgraded, copper, steel, etc. See, there's my iridium rod. It's beautiful, so beautiful. I've hit 70G. I've got some pretty nice boots on. My skills are getting there. I spent less time in the mines this seed. Obviously, I did a little more on the fishing side. I finished one room entirely. I think that was my blacksmith room. And I'm at level 70 in the mines. I've only gotten one other thing on this page, and that is the book that you get from cutting down trees. I've shipped a lot of things, even the ores, not the iridium one though. I actually think this was this save I got an iridium ore either in the regular mines or I bought it from the traveling cart, and I was like, just spending all my money on this, please. I do not want to have to go to the desert and go deep enough in the skull counter to find one. More things I shipped. You know, we're working through the different regular items in here. My fishies, many of them. Many still waiting to be caught. Artifacts. I will say, if you don't find the dwarf scrolls, like your first pass through in the mines, and then you don't really go back for them, they are very elusive. I think I was looking for dwarf scroll 2 in a separate save for like a good 2 weeks before it actually showed up where it was supposed to. My minerals, and then some of the basic achievements that I've gotten in here. So like one of them is getting the blue ribbon at the Stardew Valley Fair. It's just good to see where people are at sometimes. Important to upgrade your tools. In my opinion, the watering can, which can be the hardest for people to figure out when to upgrade, especially if you're like me and I don't use the basic sprinklers. I wait until I get either the ones that go all the way around, or I'll really hold out until I can do iridium sprinklers because I just hate the inefficiency. On rain, if you know that your TV's telling you that it's going to rain tomorrow and you have the money and the bars to do it, go put your watering can in there to get upgraded. You have a couple days. You'll have the time. Occasionally you'll get the 2 days in a row, and that's like the best. Probably every 30 or 40 mine levels, I try to upgrade the pickaxe just because it takes that much longer to descend in the mines. And then these are like the basic upgrading prices, except for the very first column, which is everything cut in half, and that is for your trash can. Upgrade your trash can. You're gonna throw things out because your pockets are full, and would much rather you get the money back for that as much as possible, please.
Fine.
This would be the hilltop.
Correct.
Yep. This is the one we currently have for our co-op. Very limited farming space.
Winter. Powder melon.
One crop. Technically there are the winter seeds, but you can't actually grow those outside, which is dumb, in my opinion.
And why you need a greenhouse.
Greenhouse. These are the basic layouts that are the best for the greenhouse. Obviously, if you don't have the iridium sprinklers at this point, then the one in the bottom right with the upgraded sprinklers might be your best. On the left-hand side is the one that has both the iridium sprinklers and where you should put your fruit trees. There is a better option, but again, in year one, you're not on Ginger Island. There's no way you've done the wall in that room, and you can't get the pressure nozzles. So like this is your best for where we're at right now.
Forageables.
Nobody likes holly. It's useless. It's not even required in a bundle. What even is it for?
Fishing. Not a lot of new fish, but a lot of second chance fish. And then your glacier fish is going to be your legendary for the season.
In my opinion, the glacier fish is the worst and hardest legendary to catch.
It is the hardest. It's not an opinion.
The legend is fine.
Yeah.
Everybody else is pretty easy. This thing, I hate this thing. I hate this thing so much. I would be screaming in the other room. I hate it so much. Buildings. if, like, I can't stress this enough, go build yourself fish ponds. I recommend a minimum of 13. Because outside of the crab pot, things needed for cooking, you need 13 different fish for all of the cooking recipes.
I just hoard the fish.
Huh?
I just hoard the fish and that's a good
I hoard the fish, but then sometimes I don't want to keep them. Like, I want to be able to sell them, so if I keep one,
Yeah, but I'm a fish pond enthusiast.
put it
If
in the
13
fish pond. Also, if you throw a rainbow trout in a fish pond, you might get a prismatic shark.
You're better playing an octopus because then look at an omnigeo, which has a higher chance of getting a
There's so many ways to play it. Also, a really good thing about winter, which in my opinion is a really good catch-up season, none of your animals are outside. They're not going to be in the way when you're trying to move stuff. Because inevitably, everybody's in the way, especially my cat, when I'm trying to move things on the farm during the other seasons. So nobody's outside. I mean, I do think the pets go outside sometimes, but they have much less, they don't care as much. And upgrade your buildings.
Winter events. Festival of Ice.
Festival.
Squid Fest. Feast of the Winter Star. The night market.
So important. The night market is so important. Not only is there fish there, every single day of the night market is a different season of seeds. If you don't want to feed into Pierre and his nonsense about his superior seeds, just go buy them all here. They will have all the seeds. The only ones for year one that they'll miss is the new ones you get in year two. And then the pearl at the mermaid show, which is so trippy. Such a weird trippy thing. I tried to put like
I was gonna say, I thought you had it on there.
No, I took it out because you were like, this doesn't work.
It's totally different colors.
It's so trippy, right? But the pearl is also a universally loved gift. Also on, if you actually leave your farm on day one, you'll see Mr. Krobus in the bush. You follow his little footsteps and you shake his little bush right there. And then he will give you the ability to find these secret notes. Secret notes are very important, especially if you're newer to the game. Maybe you don't know what people like. Some of the notes are finding hidden furniture things. Some of them are, what these people like, in, all the villagers. Some of them are very interesting events that happen. Like if you shake this bush that's by the bridge towards the beach at like almost midnight on the last day of the month. Here.
The Salmonberry Bear Journal or whatever.
Oh, yeah. There's so many things. So many things. Again, same slide.
Same.
Same slide. Just, I can't reiterate it enough. Upgrade those tools. Oh,
That's not the right thing.
shush, don't hit. Oh no! I knew that was gonna happen. Hold on.
It died.
We can do this.
Only one thing in winter that you need to keep.
Crocus.
for our future wife.
I mean, maybe.
Now,
If you want to. And then there's Crobus. He's so cute. So cute.
He's a little guy.
He's the best roommate.
He's the best guy. Bundles again for photos. I will leave it up for a few, seconds and such. Finish your vault if you haven't. Get to the desert. It's important. There's so many things there. You can go gamble. If you're someone that's collecting all of your scarecrows, you want to go to the desert. Okay? Remix bundles. If you really want to get that stupid scorpion card, which I also need to catch. That one.
Grandpa's evaluation. You're looking at 300,000 as a one-pointer. Community center completion is 1 point, and then after that, you get 2 points for the ceremony. In terms of opening.
Yeah.
I think we have your video.
Yeah. So
Oh, there it is.
this is the same I was just doing, but I've showed you guys the progress for. Look at him, they're so cute.
All the homies looking good.
We all cry, shed a tear. But not for long. If you know, you know. Look at him, so cute. Bye. So sad. So sad. Oh. There we go. Completion. So at the end of year 1, hopefully you've completed your community center. Obviously, if not, just work on it. It's important. If you're looking at completionism, it's important to just check in on the things that up until now really haven't necessarily been important, like the Monster Slayer hero. Go talk to Gil. There's obviously going to be some monsters that we can't get to yet because we are not yet on
Ginger Island.
Ginger Island. Thank you. I wanted to say Jeju Island, and that's like a real place. Your star drops. There are quite a few to find and quite a few ways to get them. So do things. Do so many things. Look at all the things. Cooking and crafting. Craft the things you don't even want. Just craft it once, throw it in the shipping bin. I never want the stone, like, walkways. I don't. But I will craft it once and throw it away. Your TV. Not many people. Look, I didn't know the TV existed. Like, I thought it was just like The Sims. Like, it's just kind of there. You know, it's just a prop. It's just there. Like, you know. And then I learned what the Queen of Sauce was, and it was year 2. And I was stuck. But you've got a lot of different channels on there. You got your weather reports, your fortune teller, which will tell you, if you're going to have good luck that day or bad luck that day, and if you should go to the Skull Caverns or not, realistically. Living off the land has some good here and there tips, especially if you're not quite sure when the salmonberry or blackberry seasons are. There is, I think in summer, the week or so, or the couple days that have like the extra shells and such on the beach. Queen of Sauce, very important. Sundays, Wednesdays, if you miss a day. Wednesday's a catch-up day. The fibs, which you can't get until year 2 anyway.
This is about year 1.
I know this is year 1. Shush. Fibs is good. It gives you fishing information. And then the green rain, which that's just what the TV looks like on the green rain day. You can't do anything. Sad. Fun.
This was like everyone's favorite one.
Not mine.
Yep.
Wilderness.
There it is.
You don't want your
It does
green
look
ball?
totally the same.
No.
It's just that there's trees over on the left instead of the hardwood. It looks very, very similar.
It is. Except the monsters. Beyond year 1. After, you've done your community center, go talk to Willie, fix your boat. There's so many things to do. The Junimos, they're not gone, guys. You can enslave them once again to do your bidding.
Yes.
They love raisins, okay? They love raisins. If you haven't already had enough on your plate trying to manage one farm, go to Ginger Island and start a second. Great thing to do
With
like,
no
for
crops.
Yeah, with like, you got, and the golden walnuts, and you can't, there's always one I can't find. Leo is super fun. I did, in fact, when I got my friendship up with him, I did make him move to Stardew Valley. But him and Linus are besties, it's fine. The better crafting recipes in Mr. Queez, I hate that he pronounces it. I always say Key, but Mr. Dave said Quee.
He's wrong.
I know, guys, but it's his game.
You can pronounce it however you want.
He did.
That's also true. That's also true. I say Key. He's got the best recipes, I promise you. There's so many good things there after year 1. And now the Superior Farm. This is the Meadowlands Farm.
Meadowlands.
Yeah, this is the Meadowlands. I couldn't hold myself back. I love this farm. Look at it. There's a whole coop right there. What do you mean?
I think I'm far
You
away
got some
from
right
you.
there to start, and then you got a bunch down there.
I form in the shape of a donut.
And then these are the resources, that we did, for the panel. If anybody's played the Stardew and has not touched the Stardew Valley Wiki, please go. It's most of the stuff is from there.
But once I click it once, then 10 tabs magically open for the same thing.
Then you did it wrong. You need ad blocker in your browser window.
No, the joke is once I look at one page, I open 20 more.
No, I'm not that kind of a person. Look, if you are someone who really likes the decorations, and with 1.6 there's a few more, furniture catalogs, the farm planner is a good way to do it ahead of time. And then the Discord, obviously you can get real help from people who are probably having the same glitches. There's mods in there. I have used all of these in the Discord. I don't go in as much. There's too much activity. My brain overloads. But the wiki, I go on the wiki. Like I have it saved as a favorite on my phone. And then, like I said, those are my contact methods. If you guys want a copy of the panel, I'm more than happy to like upload it and all that. Thank you for coming.
hanging in here with us and sweating with us.
It's so warm in here. You guys did it though. Good job.
If you got one of the farms, please swing by
Yes,
to
we
grab
got
a blue
blue chickens.
chicken.
If you didn't get a panel ribbon,
Panel
we do have
ribbons.
some more up front as well.